Hey YouTube, it's your boy Widgie here, coming at you with another casted game, of course, and this one was submitted by Aceaholic, I think, but it is between, of course, Aceaholic and Shuffle here, and I've been told by various people that, you know, Widgie, you've got to cast this, and that's exactly what we're doing, and it's fantastic. It's on one of my favorite maps, Korea, and we got Aceaholic here playing as the Germans here in the cyan on the left part of the map, and on the right side of the map we have Shuffle here playing as the Spanish in the pink. So Shuffle, quite a well-known player. Been playing the game quite a lot, I believe. I think probably at Legacy as well. Very well-known player. And I believe both of these sort of players around 1700 elo-ish range, something like that. And we're going to see how this one unfolds. Now, this matchup is kind of interesting because both of these civs kind of have a lot of tempo in Age 3. You know, Germany tends to go for a kind of semi-FF opening and then tons and tons of units in Age 3. You know, and you know, Spain can do that, but they can just go for a naked FF and they can do some serious damage early on when they get into Age 3. So we're going to see how this one plays out. We're going to have a look at the decks. 1v1 DA Shuffly. That's interesting, Shuffly. Let's have a look at this one. So we do obviously have Capitalism here. Very sort of popular card to go for that nice trickle to really help with your Age 3. And we can see not a lot in Age 2 here particularly. And then boom, in Age 3 we've got lots of unit cards. We've got Spanish gold and then some nice mercenary options here as well. So that is Aceaholics, Shuffle's deck. Let's have a look at Aceaholic. Aceaholic has not picked his deck yet. There it is. Hopefully it'll be selected. And we can see Shuffle opening up with a TP here. Very standard. Nothing too unusual just yet. And there we go. The card coming in. 2 settler wagons, of course. And I think Aceaholic is potentially Korean. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe you guys can let me know about the symbols there. But you can see we've got an interesting one here. We've got Palatine settlements here. And we don't have Silversmith in here, though, which is the Age 3 Coin Gather Rate card. This is really good. The Palatine Settlements is really, really good for pure mercenary play because it gives you huge population boost to your houses. It basically doubles the population space that they can hold, and mercenaries are really high in pop space, so normally like 3 or 4 pop each unit, so having the Palatine synergizes really well with that. And we can see now Shuffle already getting into the next stage. He's going, of course, for the governor. It's going to be giving him a tower and 200 gold. And you can see actually he's actually mining coin here. I don't think he went for capitalism. No, he didn't. So if he went for capitalism, you wouldn't actually need to mine coin at all. It works perfectly. It all matches up perfectly. So there we go. Aceaholic here, just about to get into the next age as well. And what's he going to be aging up with? Let's have a look here. He's a bit late on the age up there. Going to be going for the Quartermaster. Straight in Gang Saw after. Going to be getting that wood cutting upgrade. The Quartermaster is going to give 400 wood. So could be maybe Age 2 play potentially. It's very hard to say. You know, it's not necessarily a Quartermaster can just be used for semi-FF play because you're going to need that wood for a stables. Normally, Germany will open up with stables. What do we see here, though? We are going to be seeing a native TP going down. What's this TP here? It's the Jesuit mission. Is that? Not entirely sure what that provides, and I can't really see it weirdly until it is built. Maybe if I go on Shuffles, yes, we can see. Here we go. So it provides the Conquistadors, which are basically your anti-cav. It also gives building HP bonus, gunpowder trooper, artillery damage upgrade, and also villagers build time is reduced by 15%. That's kind of huge. Only 100 wood and 100 coin for that. That's really, really nice. Christian schools there. Wow. What a native TP. And he has built it. And he's going to be getting into the next stage. And he's also getting his coin gathering upgrade as well. Let's have a quick look at Shuffle. Yeah, going straight for the 700 coin and then 700 wood after it. Very, very standard. It's your bread and butter, ladies and gents. This is your standard fast fortress strategy with Spain. I would probably say that about 90% of the time, Spanish players will go for the naked FF. It's just, or maybe some very kind of similar variant. Maybe it's a semi-FF, but pretty much their main goal is to get to Age 3 a lot of the time, simply because of their increased trickle that they get, or I think it's either increased XP trickle or the requirement is cheaper. It's one of the two. I think it's an increase in XP trickle naturally. That's what Spain have. And we can now see the age up is on. The scout is going to be coming out, which I believe is the Hussars. Let's have a look back at Aceaholic. Yes, Aceaholic is going to be making those conquistadors. There they are, coming out now. They, once again, remember guys, natives don't cost population. Really, really nice. You don't have to worry about building houses. And we can see here, they are now coming out, and he's actually built another one, which means he can actually make now a total of 24 conquistadors. He's actually got the one south part of the map as well, and he's going to be opening up with the conquistador play here. Quite good, because remember, you know, normally Spain will like to get lancers out when they get into age 3, so conquistadors are going to be really good to deal with that. Are they actually good against artillery? Yes, they are. So any kind of falcons, they're also going to be pretty good here. I think Aceaholic's just going to be using them to harass here. I imagine he's probably... Oh, I thought he was going to go for coin, but he's not. He's going to continue. He's going to go for the 3 settler and then the 2 settler. I don't know how I feel about the 3 settler and 2 settler. I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure if I'm actually bought on that at all. I don't know myself, to be honest with you. Now we do see just a lot of coin being mined now. Is that organically being mined to... Is it going to be to get brigadiers, or is it going to be get the age up? We don't see too many vills on food here at the moment. We do see a lot on coin still. I mean, these conquistadors are quite expensive. 80 food, 80 coin. And I didn't even spot this shuffle actually putting a forward outpost here. Going to be going for the Hussars, which is actually going to play perfectly for Aceaholic with those conquistadors. He's hopefully going to be able to shut this down. And the raiding party is coming in now. What is Shuffle's first card going to be getting into age 3 here? He is under a little bit of pressure. He's got a lot of wood backed up here. Macro is a little bit crazy at the moment. He definitely needs to get some military buildings down. I don't know what he's doing. He needs to get a barracks or stables. And we can see now 2 falconets are going to be coming in. So Shuffle is a little bit shuffled at the moment. He's all over the place. He needs to... I'm not too sure what the wood is. Is it something that I don't know about? I'm not too sure. Sometimes going Spanish gold first is actually pretty good, because then it really improves all your shipments after. But it looks like he is under a little bit of pressure here. Aceaholic continuing with that conquistador. Oh my god, doing huge damage to the vills here. And he's going to really try and get on top of them and see if he can take any vills. And he is not at the moment, but he's delaying Shuffle here so much. He's really idling him, which is fantastic for Aceaholic here, giving him plenty of breathing space to continue with the conquistadors. And look, he's continuing the aggression in H2, folks. He's going for 8 crossbowmen with 2 Uhlans. They're going to be coming in. And the crossbow is going to synergize well with the conquistadors, because you've got basically a skirmisher unit and a goon. So you've got the goon skirm composition, which is going to actually work really well. And we can see here that his macro is actually perfect for it. He's got space for another house that he can put down for his population. But he doesn't need to worry, because conquistadors, as I said, they don't cost population. Fantastic. And now Shuffle is going to be going for the 1,000 wood here, folks. He's really going to be getting that extra wood in. What has he actually spent that wood on? Oh my god, I didn't even see this. Wake up, Widgie. He's actually gone ahead and got some... yeah, what has he got? How's he got those? How's he got the royal... How did he get those? I'm gonna potentially have to go back here, folks. He got the 2 falconets. I don't know how he got the royal albaderos. He must have spent wood on something. Where is it? Ah, the church is there. He went for the church tech. This is huge. He went for the church tech to get the royal albaderos here. I was not expecting this at all. My terrible casting managing to siege down Aceaholics TC. I didn't even see it. I didn't even see the ninja monastery here. I didn't even spot it. I mean, I'm dumbfounded, but the conquistadors are going to try and just sort of poke in and out here, trying to take out the falconets first, I believe. And as long as the albaderos here don't get too close to the conquistadors, you know, Aceaholic should be still relatively okay, but I mean, his score is not looking the best here. Shuffle has another card available to him, and so does Aceaholic here, but he didn't actually get his crossbows out, I don't think, because the TC went down and he couldn't actually pop them out. So he is looking in a pretty dicey position at the moment. And wow. Looks like he's just kind of got to move back here, get some wood chopping. He's still got a market available, but he can't really trade anything for that. He needs to get a TC down if he can. And yeah, if we look at Shuffle's vision, folks, I did not even see this. I should have looked at the vision. I didn't even see the cheeky church here. Look at it. The cheeky church is right here. Very, very sneaky here. And that's what all the wood was for. I was wondering, what is all this wood for? It's got to be for something. It's got to be a reason behind it, and it was for that specific tech to get the Royal Halberdiers. And yeah, if I was Aceaholic right now, I would be fuming. But then I would also think, why has he not built any military buildings? He's got all that wood. What's going on? I probably would try and think, but it looks like we've got a Rodolero Halb with Falk here. Very, very, very potent, especially if you're still in Age 2 like Aceaholic is here. He's going to try and use the Conquistadors again to kind of poke in because there's no ranged units here. You know, Shuffle needs to go for skirms, but he's not actually. He's going for Lancers. I would probably go skirms here to try and deal with the Conquistadors, so you have a little bit of range. And it looks like Aceaholic here, has he actually put a TC down? No, there is no TC. He is just mining. He's just still getting food and gold. He's not making any villagers. He's still continuing with the Conquistadors. And I think he's just going to try and see what damage he can still do. I don't think he's focusing on rebuilding a TC right now. It's kind of nuts. He's just running off of no TC. And Shuffle really getting stuck in here on the Vils. This is absolutely huge. A lot of these are going to be going down. Rodoleros are going to be able to get the snare on. And there's nowhere for the villagers to go. There's no TC. Oh my god, it's absolute brutality. Going to be getting slashed. Many Vils going down there. That's absolutely huge for Shuffle. Taking down easily about 4 or 5 Vils. Conquistadors are going to be coming back in though. Going to be able to start poking. Probably want to be focusing on the Lancers here. Do these guys have actually... They do have an area of attack. I thought there was some kind of splash damage. There is. They have a splash damage shot here. And they're just going to... They don't want to get too close though. Their range is really poor. They've only got 12 range on these Conquistadors. 2 shipments now on Aceaholic. He so needs to get that TC up. I don't know what he's doing right now. He really needs to get a TC. But he's got so many Vils. I will probably build a market maybe and trade that coin. Not entirely sure, but he's got a couple in base as well, trying to harass. And we have a look at Shuffle here. He is now going for the Spanish gold. And Shuffle is actually only on 15 Vils. So Aceaholic doing a great job with actually the raiding as well. So Shuffle on 15, Aceaholic on 11. But the score is quite clear at the moment. Shuffle is seriously ahead with this massive troops. But, you know, Shuffle needs to get those skirms. He needs to be doing something. The coin has come in. And he needs to be creating some skirmishes. As I say, I don't think Lancers was the best choice here. I mean, he's only got Conquistadors. It makes sense to go for a skirm shipment. But, you know, Shuffle didn't do that. And he's producing a few more dogs here. And we can see that Aceaholic moving some of the Vils all the way over to the side of the map, trying to escape from Shuffle's vision here. Conquistador is going to be able to easily clear up these dogs as well. And what an interesting game. I didn't even... Going to be honest, guys, I didn't even spot the Ninja Church. The Ninja Church right here. Look at it. There it is. I didn't even see it. And we can see Conquistadors actually trading okay in mass against the skirms here because of the area effect that they have. So Shuffle needs to get a little bit more mass of those skirms, and then, you know, Aceaholic is not going to be able to do anything here, to be honest, with that once that's in play. And there are more skirms now coming out, which is great news for Shuffle. And I don't really know what the plan is for Aceaholic here. Honestly, I don't know. Maybe just try and see if he can do any more damage. Vils are going to get caught here. This is absolutely huge for Aceaholic here. Many going down, easily 3 there, and the area effect is quite clear. Another one going down as well. And oh my god, that's absolutely huge. Aceaholics going to be trying to pull it back now. Only on Shuffle, only on 9 Vils. 11 for Aceaholic. He does have a few settler wagons, so technically in eco, you know, Aceaholic is actually still there, even though he's on no TC. This is absolutely just insane. And he's going to be going melee with the skirms here, catching them off. Absolutely fantastic. They're going to be getting cleaned up as well. Aceaholic here, if he can get that TC down, he's got 3 shipments. He's got so much shipment power. And the Pikes are going to try and see if he can cut him off. And is he going to be able to squeeze through? He's got to weave through these houses, and it looks like he is actually going to take a pot shot here. Aceaholic does not care. He's going to try and squeeze in. Is he going to get past the snare? Ooh, looks like the Lancers are going to be able to get on top, which is absolutely huge if they can. And he actually just retreated. Wow. He retreated on that. To be fair, the Lancers, their movement speed is not as much as these Conquistadors. And hang on a minute. Do we actually have... We do. We have an outpost, folks. We have an ability to actually ship something, and here it is. It's coming in. This is actually going to be perfect because he could probably go ahead and build a market, use the gold potentially, or he could just age. He could try and go age 3. Oh, wait. He can't, though, because he needs a TC. So, yeah, he's going to need to put a market down, probably buy the wood with the coin, unless he wants to chop it, get a TC down, and then he could get his other shipments in. And then he's actually looking okay. He has actually spotted the church here, so he's going to be able to pick that off. But this is absolutely crazy, this game. We've had a TC. We actually do now have a new market actually put down here. This is the market. I thought there wasn't one, but there is. He's rebuilt the market, so he's going to have that available. Is he going to be buying the wood to put the TC down? That's probably what I would do. We can see Conquistadors still in production here. And honestly, I don't know what to say about this game. It's absolutely nuts. There's so many things going on. Can Aceaholic come back from this? We do now see the Irish Brigadiers coming out. Fantastic card here. Going to be nice. 11 Musketeers. They actually get promotions. So some units get promotions in the game when they get kills. And they can promote up to 3 times. Conquistadors are actually going to be able to shut this down. Fantastic. Going to be able to get these 3. Hopefully get nearly all of them, potentially. And, you know, Aceaholic actually does have relatively decent map control. He's got the Conquistadors with their movement speed. And he can make 24 of them, remember. What Shuffle needs to do is siege down the native TPs. He needs to stop the Conquistador production, and that's exactly what he's doing now. He's going to be pushing forward. And do we see a TC going down? We don't. He's just refusing. And a trading post is going to be definitely now be going down, and that's what he needs to be doing. One of them going down, so now he's restricted. He's 18 out of 12. He can't make any more Conquistadors after these last 2 here. So he's now restricted. He's going to have... Wait, they actually are not coming out. They refuse to come out. I didn't actually know that. So even though, like, he had some in queue, he actually can't receive these until he rebuilds the other native TP. We can now see 3 DOPs coming out now as well. And it's just the Vil kills, man. Shuffle needs to... whatever he needs to do to try and save the Vils. I don't know what he needs to do. It's very difficult. And now the Irish Brigadiers coming in. 22 siege for each of those bad boys. And they're going to be working on Shuffle's TC. It's time for payback. And Aceaholic is now on it. Shuffle here is going to be getting the hired Pistoliers. Where they're going to be popping out from? Probably this TC right here. No, they're not. Good. I was about to say you don't want them to pop out here. They are going to be coming out of the outpost over this side. And the counter-offensive is on... Shuffle, sorry, is going to be going to the north side here. He's going to be taking out the last native TP, but it looks like he's going to just resign his TC here. Shuffle only on 9 Vils and 6 of them. Sorry, 9 of them. They're all in here. He's going to be popping them out. Can Aceaholic, is he going to spot it? Yes, he is. And those Vils are going to be going down, and he's going to have 0 Vils, whereas Aceaholic still has 10, and he's going to be able to hopefully retreat them, but looks like Shuffle is going to be moving in now on the north side of the map. He's going to try and contest his mini base that he has. And it looks like, yeah, he's just going to be sieging houses. And will these Vils get away? What is Aceaholic going to do here? Is he going to come back and defend, or is he just going to let it go? I don't know. But the score is actually starting to creep up in Aceaholic's favour here. I mean, we've got no vills, folks. No vills for Shuffle. No way of creating a villager. He's only got 95 food. He does have a market. He could trade up, but he's actually got... Hang on a minute. I think he's got no way of creating a villager now. I don't think there's any way that Shuffle can create vills. He's got no way of building a TC. He could use... No, even if he used the coin to buy the wood to get the Explorer to build, there's no way. He could... No, he can't build a dock. I think he's checkmated, Shuffle here. I don't think there's a way that he can create a villager. He is also pop-capped because of the houses being destroyed. So, yeah, this is... Wow, this is absolutely insane. So basically, the only way Shuffle can win is if he destroys all of Aceaholic's stuff here. But the thing is that Aceaholic actually has quite a lot of vills all over the map. He's got some over this side. He's also got a chunk here. So he's constantly moving around the map. And he's making sure that he doesn't lose his vills. See, what the issue with Shuffle is that he had all his vills in his base, which meant when the TC went down, it was game over. And the Conquistadors doing a great job of actually killing the vills. They do have a negative multiplier against villagers, but they have the area effect, which is huge when they're in mass. They do that extra damage, and now he's managing to... He's going to continue with the Conquistador production here. He actually has one more that he can make. He really needs to rebuild this native TP. That'll be a game changer. Then he can double the Conquistadors again. But honestly, I don't think... I mean, Aceaholic, there is potential to get a TC. He is actually pop-capped hugely here. So he's having to rebuild houses. I would rebuild houses and then try and get a TC down if you can. But, you know, he is going to be taking down all of those houses, and that's going to be bad news for Shuffle here. As I say, Shuffle, he's bought the food... You can see he's actually used it in the market, but there's actually no way. I don't think he can create a villager unless I'm losing the plot. Guys, let me know down in the comments below. I'm pretty certain there's no physical way that he can create one. You know, the last hope was the Explorer making a TC, but if you've lost all your vills, then there's nothing you can do here. And Shuffle here is just going to continue with just taking down the infrastructure. He doesn't obviously have the population, so this is all he's got, guys. If he goes below 40, he could possibly get a shipment in, but then he's got no shipment point. So this is it for Shuffle. But Aceaholic has the potential still to build infrastructure, to make units. So definitely it's in Aceaholic's favor here, but he needs to hopefully survive here, and hopefully Shuffle will not find this new mini base, but he's easily spotted it. He's spotted it here and he's going straight for it. So Aceaholic needs to think about what he needs to do here. Is he going to vacate once again? I mean, he's building that house. There's probably no real point now because Shuffle's going to be coming out. And I did hear a dock. That is actually a really good way to get that extra economy, is just to get a dock down. And now we can see once again the sieging is happening, and another mini base is going to be going down for Shuffle here. And is he going to respond this time? He has is his massive Ulans and Conquistadors. But remember, Aceaholic is only an H2, so he's he's struggling here a little bit. He's going to have to slowly but surely get onto the water, because that's the best way. There's no way that Shuffle can actually contest water, can actually do anything, because of the units that he's got. He's got no Colts to deal with ships. He's only got the one Falk. But Aceaholic needs to be very careful here, because one slip, and if he loses the Conquistador mass, it's pretty much game over. But if he can continue, then I think it's potentially in his favor. He's got 2 cards available. He's once again, he has got the Irish Brigadiers. I forgot about that. He's still scanning the map for any infrastructure, and there's absolutely nothing. Look at the map. There is nothing for Shuffle right now. He literally has just got... He's just got his units left. That's it. Wow. I'm actually even struggling to what I'm actually going to call this video, because there's so much that has happened in this. Maybe Shuffle's last stand or something like that. I mean, I don't even know what to call this. This is just an unbelievable match, and it's something that you rarely see, folks. Especially someone with 0 vills, no capability to create villages anymore. He's only got this left. He's got no dock, nothing like that. He's got no way of getting cards in. Aceaholic, on the other hand, was really behind before he lost his TC to a ninja church. It was a blooming, it was a crafty church, and then he went for a really, really harsh timing there with the Royal Albederos that we can see here, taking Aceaholic's TC down, and he's still managing to hold on, and he's done so much damage to Shuffle's villages. It's the raiding that has meant that he's been able to do it, and now you can see some of Aceaholic's settler wagons are in Shuffle's base, and he's actually put a few houses on the water here along the coast. First fishing boat now has come out for Aceaholic. And honestly, everyone's just wandering around the map, waiting to stumble into each other. That is literally what's going on right now, because if you look at Shuffle's vision once again, all he has is his mass, and he's just keeping it all together, and he's just slowly moving around the map constantly. And now he's going to, unfortunately for Aceaholic here, he is actually going to find these houses, which is really unfortunate for him, because he's constantly having to rebuild. He is now going for a caravel, which is interesting. Maybe to have that as defense, maybe he can build houses on the coast here, and he can use the caravel to defend. That potentially could be an option. Oh, he is going to actually lose a few conquistadors here. He really doesn't want to lose those. He only has 5 of them left. If Shuffle knew how much he has left, then it will be a different story. But it's all a game of bluffing right now. Shuffle has no real idea. He's got no vision apart from his last mass of troops. And what is this caravel doing? Oh my god, is a caravel coming down to pick up? It is. Huge plays. And is he going to pick up his troops here as well? I think he might just go round and pick up the settler wagons. So now we've got a way of transporting the villagers and settler wagons around the map quickly. It's to use the caravel. And there it is. And he's actually getting another caravel. 2 caravels. He's only going to take two vills. Spreading them over the map. Making Shuffle work for it. Because all he's doing is moving his main mass around. And if he doesn't start splitting his troops up to really get coverage of the map, then, yeah, Aceaholic's basically just going to use it to keep moving the vills around. I mean, as I say, I have no idea what to call this game, guys, because there's so much that's going on. I can't really focus on something specific. Maybe just perseverance pays off. It is just persevering with it. It's not backing down, and it's quite clear. This is unfortunate, though. That is really unfortunate. Not keeping an eye on that. The caravel is going to try and do as much as it can. But losing those vills there, that was sloppy. He could have popped those in the caravel. I'm not too sure if he was looking somewhere else on the map, but he does have his units here and here. And he's just, I don't know, he could have potentially sieged that dock. I'm not too sure why he chose not to. Maybe it is really hard to push in because of those caravels. Oh, he didn't even spot it. He hasn't even spotted the dock. But he knew that there was a caravel there. Now there's 3. He's continuing to make them. This is really unfortunate, though. Oh, my God, that's bad. The Irish Brigadiers are going to really get cut off here, and that's really a large part of his troops here. However, Ulan here is going to get... Oh, absolutely gets blown away. A cheeky Ulan was trying to get in there to snipe the Falk. And it looks like, is he going to throw away? Is he going to commit the Conquistadors? He's going to try now commit the Musketeers. Really wants that Falk gone. And finally, the Falk has gone. It's down. But was it worth it? The sacrifice here. We can clearly see by the score a lot of units being lost there. And Aceaholic is so vulnerable right now. Like... The issue is, I actually don't know if I don't know about this. What happens if you're just on the water and there's no way? Is it a stalemate? Like, there's no way Shuffle could get onto the water. There's no way that he's got troops to siege the ships. So is there actually no way that Shuffle could actually win this game? So could it go to stalemate? Because normally it's like when you've lost all of your buildings and your units, you automatically resign. Like, the game will just kick you out, right? Because that's the case. Like, Shuffle's lost all of his units. He's still obviously in the game. Aceaholic here is on the water, but there's no way that Shuffle can actually deal with it. He can't get on the water. He can't build the native TPs and TPs to win the Monopoly. So, like, I don't know. I didn't know you can actually take units off of the top of this. That's actually quite nice. I mean, it's going to be coming to an end at some point. And is Aceaholic just going to tap out here? Honestly, this is just a wild game. I'm kind of speechless about all the things that have happened in this game. I thought it was just going to be a standard kind of game. You know, Spain, Germany, we're going to see a nice FF. We're going to see a bit of aggression, bit of backwards and forwards, and then maybe a clincher at some point in the game. But no, we see the crazy church opening, you know, collecting all of that wood, not building any military buildings, nothing like that, going for a really, you know, aggressive Rodolero, Royal Albadero with the Falconet push. And then we do now see, you know, Shuffle has found the dock, and he's just going to be sacrificing the pikemen here and the Royal Albaderos. They're going to be going down. And is he going to be able to get this dock down? Remember, Shuffle does actually, can he actually repair that? Repair is currently unavailable. How much would it be to repair that dock? It's got 520 HP. He does have some wood in the bank. How much is it? Only 80 wood. He's going to repair that, right? So that's actually huge. Shuffle, that was his last opportunity to try and deal with it, but there's nothing that he can actually do. He's actually, this is checkmate here. Like, there's actually nothing Shuffle can do here. And what's going to happen is, because Aceaholic has Vils left, he's just going to be able to slowly start making fishing boats, and then he's going to get an economy that way, because there's, you know, it's fully protected. There's no way that he can get to anything on the water, and there's 3 caravels guarding the water anyway. So yeah, Shuffle's out. There is no way he can win. I'm telling you right now. Bet you I'm going to be proven wrong, but there is actually no way, and he's managed to actually he's kept this native TP built again. He actually isn't. Yeah, he could actually create conquistadors. He doesn't need population space, but he's actually not making them. I think he's just simply, he's not making fishing boats either. What is he doing? Is he going for the TC? Is he doing it? If he is going to do it, I would just put it back here where the double caravel is, or I would put it here. If he gets to TC, it's just game on, because then he can hopefully just ship, if he hasn't already, he can ship the 700 wood, and then he can start getting his infrastructure back down. He can then start getting the pop space. He can then start getting some unit shipments, and he can take the game. And that's it. There it is. The TC is going down. He's actually putting it here. Wow. There it is. And once again, Shuffle doesn't have that mobility on the map to see what the hell's going on. He's only got the armoured pistoliers and skirmishers. So really, all that Aceaholic needs is cav. Has he got an Ulan shipment in H2? No, he does not. Right, okay. So he's got the crossbow shipment, but he needs Ulans. And it'll clear up everything. It will clear up all of this. This is all just skirm based. He is now splitting the dogs, actually. So Shuffle's going to be splitting that. And here we go. Here's the vision. He's coming across. Is he going to see it? Are the dogs going to see it? They're not. He has not seen it. There it is. Boom. He's got it, boys. Aceaholic just needs the wood shipment. Why can't he send it? Oh, because it's got the Ulans. That sucks. Wow. That's huge. So he can't send the wood because it's got Ulans and he needs 4 population space. I think he's fine, though. I think the Caravels here can easily guard, and Shuffle's not going to push in here, so it's GG. It's, yeah, as I say, this is actually one of the most unbelievable games I've casted. It's just nuts. And we can see here that he can't push in. There's nothing he can do. 3 Caravels are guarding this TC. And now he's going to be able to put a house down. He's going to be able to get the population, to get Ulans and his wood. I don't know why he's mining coin. That's kind of interesting. He has 1 Ulan actually just dancing around. He's got another dock over there. I'm not too sure why he's doing that. Oh, there we go. Now he gets the house. Good. 700 wood. 700 wood. Come on. It's got to be in it. There it is. Good man. It's back on, boys. And there's the GG. Oh, he just... Oh. Oh, my God. This game. Absolutely insane. Yes, this was definitely needed to be casted. Bram recommended to cast this. And all I can say is, Bram and anybody else... please send me anything else that you have in the future. I love casting these games. This was just spectacular. One of the most unbelievable games. And perseverance pays off, folks. That's all I can say. The whole thought behind the Caravel was fantastic. You know, I thought it was pretty much going to be all over, but I think the main clincher was the Vil raiding. If Shuffle didn't lose his Vils and didn't keep them all in one area, he will be fine. But Conquistadors in mass have such good mobility on the map, you know, and I don't know whether Shuffle was quite sloppy with losing the villages and not keeping them. I can't say for sure. I honestly think he should have gone for a skirmisher shipment when he had the chance, and he should have kept the skirms in base and potentially just kept the Vils. But obviously, you know, hindsight is 2020, as they say. But there we go, guys. I hope you really enjoyed that. Absolutely insane. We can see like the villager graph is something that you're going to want to see. There it is. Look, keeping 14 population. You know, Shuffle losing all of them. Look at these raids, though. These raids, 18 down to 9. That was massive. And we can quickly see the all resources gathered. Aceaholic always being ahead from age 3 there. And finally, the military unit population. There it is, of course. Fantastic. Actually only having 1 Ulan on the map and actually still winning the game, of course. There we go, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Of course, let me know down in the comments below what you think of this. I'm sure you're going to want to say a lot on it. And of course, I'll catch you in the next video or the next stream. Catch you later, guys. Bye.